All right, breaking news now coming in, that of the Supreme Court rejecting Justice Karnan's counsel's plea for the suspension of his sentence and bail. Supreme Court two-judge bench has said that the order was passed by a seven-judge bench and they do not have the authority to overrule that. Remember, Justice Karnan, who's been on a warpath of sorts against the Supreme Court, was arrested last evening. Let me go across to my colleague Nalini for more on this. Nalini, go ahead. Tell us more.
Well, there was an application made by Justice Karnan's counsel, Mr. Matthew Nedumpara, before the Supreme Court two-judge bench today, asking for a suspension of his sentence after he was arrested last evening. But the Supreme Court categorically denied the suspension of the sentence, saying that the main order ordering to arrest him was passed by a seven-judge bench, and a two-judge bench did not have the power to override it. They also very specifically stated that not only did it not have the power to override it, they also did not intend to override the judgment at all, because they thought it was absolutely in law that it was passed, and any equity that needs to be considered also needs to be in accordance with the law. After that, we saw Justice Karnan's counsel specifically ask for at least bail till the time the courts are not reopened, so that he can mention the matter before the Chief Justice once the courts do reopen from the vacation bench. But that was also specifically denied by the two-judge bench, and they only asked him to approach the Chief Justice when the courts reopen and sit again after the holidays.
And Nalini, Justice Karnan was also expected to be brought to West Bengal. Do we know more about just what the days ahead have in store for him?
Well, for all we know right now is that he was arrested last evening, and now he is in for a 6-month sentence. But at the same time, I think he's also going to be presented before the court. As to how the sentence will progress, we can't really be sure till the time the matter is not mentioned before the Chief Justice's bench in the Supreme Court. Let's remember that the main argument of Justice Karnan's counsel in the Supreme Court is that his arrest was ordered without an official judgment being passed by the Supreme Court. So it's merely on a procedural aspect, on a very technical legal aspect, that he's specifically asking for this kind of relief for Mr. Justice Karnan. But in spite of that, we've seen the court give no relief. So we can't really say how it will progress, considering also the fact that Justice Karnan has now retired officially from his post as a judge of the Calcutta High Court. He is no more technically in the judiciary itself. So let's see how it progresses. For now, for all we know is that he's going to be serving his 6-month sentence.
Right. All right. A bizarre sequence of events, really. A judge versus judges fight.